What's up, guys? It's Looney TNT, and today I'm going to give you guys 10 fun facts about Runescape Classic that you guys might not have known. Maybe you did. But let's go ahead and get into the video and let's have some fun. Number 10. The Halloween mask, we all know, looks exactly like this in regular RuneScape we play today. But did you guys know it looked a lot different in Classic? You guys probably know a lot of other different items look a lot different, but the Halloween mask used to have the face, but you could see the back of the head, and there was a string that went around to hold it on. You decide what looked better, the old school or the new school. Number 9. Steel plate bodies. Now, this is the steel plate body we have today. The old school one was way more desired in early RS Classic than most of the armors out there. And the reason for it, well, you needed to be level 96 smithing to make a steel plate body in early 2001. Yeah, that's a little insane. Number 8. So, skilling nowadays is a lot different than it used to be. Now, we have a lot of new animations and everything, and we have, when you're mining, you're swinging your pick, and when you're fishing, you're actually fishing, and so on. Now, did you guys know, back in the day, when you guys actually mined, fished, and cooked, animation, you actually got a bubble above your head showing other players what you're doing. If you were mining, you'd get a pickaxe over your head. If you were fishing, you would actually get a fishing bubble over your head. Times have changed. Number 7. Did you guys know, back in RuneScape Classic, there was actually armor made for males and for females? Yes, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. The plate body actually had indentions out of it that were breasts, and you actually had a lot of players that would actually wear this armor, and you could actually convert it. So if you had a male chest plate, you could actually convert it in rock to a female breastplate. Same thing for the pants. You can make them into a skirt, and if you had a skirt, you could make them into a pants. Number 6. So, you've probably heard this referenced in a lot of old school players. They call herb lore a different word. And what word is that? Herbla. When herbalism actually came out, it was not called herb lore. It was actually called herbla. So, whenever you guys hear someone pronounce that and they say that, they're technically not wrong, because when it first came out, that's what it was called. So, if you hear anybody say herbla, they've probably been playing the game for quite a long time. And not surprisingly, they changed it to herblore. For obvious reasons. Number 5. The Barbarian Tavern was one of the best training methods for range back in Classic. And the reason for it is it used to have windows that you can shoot your arrows through, and you wouldn't ever get attacked. Now, when RS2 came out, the windows were removed for probably obvious reasons there too. But wouldn't it be cool for some lower levels to have some windows to shoot through back in RS3 right now? It might be. I'll just stick with my main. Number 4. So, back in RuneScape Classic, you guys can see the females of today. Well, in RuneScape Classic, in the very beginning, you were able to have a female with beards. You could have facial hair, you could have all the beards you want. It was a pretty interesting concept, and I'm sure some of you guys out there would love to still have females with beards, correct? Number 3. The Rune Two-Hander. Players of nowadays have no idea how good and how beast mode the Rune Two-Hander really was. Back in Classic, in the early days, a Rune Two-Hander would cost you, get this, 1 million GP for this item. 1 million GP. It was insane. That was nuts. But people would pay it just because it was the best item to have in the game. A little different from today, right? Number 2. Back in the day, you guys actually had the option to talk to monsters. Yes, you really did. It was an option when you right-clicked. There was the option to talk to. That's what it said. Now, when you tried to talk to a monster, what it would say is the whatever monster you were talking to doesn't appear interested in talking. Why they had that, I have no idea, because you couldn't talk to any of the monsters. So why have the option? Who knows? But it's kind of cool to think about nowadays. And number 1, the Black Knights. Now, anybody from the classic period understands how epic the Black Knight really was. Now, why were they so awesome? That's the question. Because we have black armor today, and it looks really different than it used to look. But the reason that the Black Knight is so epic is that it was level 47, and it was the original strongest monster in RuneScape. So when RuneScape was released, the Black Knight was the strongest monster they had in the game at the beginning. Pretty crazy to think about. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this top 10 fun facts about RuneScape Classic. New videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Check out the channel because sometimes I throw in a little extra. And like always, anything goes good with a Dragon Med.